Welcome to the world of Tron Ares, where Neon Dreams meets Jared Leto Nightmares. Let's talk about it. Tron, the franchise that asks the age-old questions, what if computer programs were sexy? The original Tron was like watching a screensaver come to life. Tron Legacy? Pretty much the same thing, except now the screensaver was scored by Daft Punk and had Jeff Bridges mumbling about Zen programming. And now we have Tron Ares starring Jared Leto, because apparently Hollywood hasn't learned that Jared Leto should only be allowed to perform at county fairs where people can throw fruit at him. Let's back up before my system crashes from sheer Leto overload. Tron Ares is a 2025 science fiction neon-soaked NyQuil hallucination directed by Joaquin Ronning, starring Evan Peters, Greta Lee, and Jared Leto, who is apparently trying to collect Worst Performances Award across every genre known to man. The film picks up years after Tron Legacy, when a self-aware security program named Ares, played by Jared Leto, is sent from the digital world into the real world to steal data. So yeah, he's basically a phishing program. What follows is a glossy, high-concept thrill ride full of neon, philosophy, and vehicles that look like they were designed by Apple after a cocaine rave. The thing about the Tron movies is that they have always been ahead of their time. The first one was released when people still thought computers were powered by gnomes and dial-up connections. Legacy came out before neon was cool again, and before we all decided that we wanted our music to sound like robots having a religious experience. Thanks, Daft Punk. Both movies were underappreciated when they came out, and both have aged like fine wine. And I still maintain that the Tron Legacy soundtrack is one of the best movie scores ever made, and you cannot change my mind. If my house were on fire, I would grab my cat, my copy of the Tron Legacy soundtrack, and then a child. Probably in that order. Which brings us to Tron Ares. First off, yes, the visuals are incredible. Every frame looks like it was designed by an overachieving circuit board that somehow got into art school. The new world building expands on the mythology in some really clever ways, and the action scenes are so kinetic you can practically feel your eyeballs trying to do parkour. The light cycles, the disc battles, the new tech, it's all slick as all get out. This movie is, in the most literal sense, cool. But then the characters open their mouths. Oh boy. These are some of the dumbest people ever written. And I'm not talking about sci-fi naivety dumb. I mean, walk into a glass door 3 times before realizing it's a door dumb. Evan Peters, for example, who I normally love, plays a character who goes full Looney Tunes villain halfway through the film. He is so unhinged and melodramatic that I half expected him to go and pop out a mustache just so he could twirl it. It's like the filmmakers uploaded every bad line of dialogue from every 90s cyberpunk movie into ChatGPT and said, "Perfect, print that." There's also an emotional subplot about Greta Lee's character trying to honor her sister who died of cancer. But the movie waits so long to tell us that. I had already emotionally deleted that entire subplot from my memory by the time we realized why she was doing that subplot. 45 minutes in and I'm like, oh, so that's why you're sad. Great. Get back on your laser motorcycle. But as far as characters goes, she's perfectly serviceable and does her best with some of the dumb lines that she's given to read. And then there's Jared Leto. Jared Leto plays Ares, the security program who gains a soul and apparently also gains the emotional range of a damp towel. Look, I don't know who keeps hiring Jared Leto, but I assume it's some kind of Faustian bargain where every time he stars in a movie, another good actor somewhere loses their career. He plays this role with the same enthusiasm you would expect from someone reading off a teleprompter at a funeral. The man delivers lines like he's being held hostage by the concept of sincerity. His awakening to self-awareness is less a program discovering emotion and more a guy trying to remember if he left the oven on. He doesn't seem like he's really experiencing a journey into sentience and all of the wonder that goes with it. He seems more like he's dispassionately observing it with all of the intensity of someone who's watching a cell go through mitosis. Listen, Jared Leto is not good in this movie. Jared Leto is not good in 95% of his movies. He is the cinematic equivalent of a pop-up ad. Just when you think you're safe, boom, there he is, whispering like he's auditioning to be the next AI voice assistant. I don't know how to say this. Stop putting Jared Leto in things. Nobody likes Jared Leto in things. Now, all of that said, Tron Ares is still awesome because despite the dumb characters, despite the bad acting, and despite the fact that Jared Leto exists, the movie is a visually pleasing spectacle that never lets up. It is a candy-coated, high-octane light show that delivers pure, glowing dopamine. And if the characters are stupid, fine. Well, at least they're stupid in style. The nostalgia factor is strong, especially in this one sequence, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Tron Ares feels like a true continuation of the original Tron, like it picked up the old 1980s vibes and added 2020's gloss and sprinkled in just enough nonsense to make it unmistakably modern Disney sci-fi. It's dumb, but it's fun dumb. It's gorgeous and occasionally hollow. It's the digital equivalent of eating a glowing donut. You know it's going to be bad for you, but it still tastes so good. So Tron Ares, it's a neon phantasmagoria of visual brilliance and narrative stupidity. It's a dumb movie made by smart people who clearly love the franchise, and I can't help but admire that. Despite the laughably bad character writing and the Jared Leto of it all, I still walked away grinning like a corrupted data file. So final verdict, Tron Ares. Cool as hell, dumb as bricks, still worth watching. Come for the visuals, stay for the 9-inch nails, and try not to think too hard when Jared Leto starts talking, or you'll probably de-res as well. So help me Zeus, Leto. If you mess up Masters of the Universe, I am never speaking to you again. Not that I spoke to you before, but you know what I mean. Go watch it. It's a good movie.